Shape tests are a feature that allows a student to perform tasks beside configurations in Packet Tracer. It is useful for testing whether a student can identify certain portion of a network or individual devices. Any logical grouping can be done as long as circling either a device icon and/or a link light indicator that satisfies the condition. These are the 8 steps needed to have a shape test score inside the Packet Tracer Activity Wizard using the assessment tree. Create the initial and answer networks. It's always best to create the answer network first. The shape tests are located at the very top of the assessment tree. Remember, you need a shape test for every shape you draw. Select whether the student should use logical or physical mode to draw their shapes. If the In Physical View is not checked, then the shape will score in logical mode. Then select the items on the devices or links that you want the shape to encircle. Select the items you do not want them to have in their drawing. Very important. If you check nothing, then all a student has to do is draw around everything to get the points. And finally, decide if you want to name the shape or not. Let's use this network for some examples using the shape test. Look at what we checked to meet the condition we set forth on the slide. By drawing around the 2 items without including any other device or link light gains the student the point assigned in the assessment tree. You could use any shape in this case. I used the rectangle shape, but the ellipse or freeform tool could have been used with any color also. In this example, we are encircling the 172.1.1.0 broadcast domain. That means we only want the gigabit port of the router and all the items that are attached to that network. We must exclude everything else, which means the garage door, window, and all other ports of the router. We will name this encircling test when finished. To name any object, simply click on the edge of the object and then type the name in the box. Here is one way that the student could answer properly. Notice only the gig port of the router is included in the encircling. Be sure you have the points assigned the way you want the activity to score. If you want only points for items included, then zero out the excluded items on the points next to the items. If you are using multiple shape tests and decide to not use one of the shapes, you cannot delete the shape test. You must be sure all items in that shape test are then unchecked. Shape tests can add another dimension of selecting network objects inside of Packet Tracer. Decide on what you are going to teach the student using the shape tests and then create the answer network. Follow the steps shown in this presentation. Finally, test your results, assigning the points according to what you want in the assessment tree. Thank you.